So let's recap what we've learned about QuickTools so far. We can use QuickCurve to sketch out designs just like with a pencil, QuickShape to paint in the large forms and volumes, and QuickDeform for sculpting and reshaping our designs. Now let's have a crack at bringing it all together. QuickCurve, then QuickShape, then QuickDeform. It's not the only way you can work with QuickTools, obviously, it's just one simple workflow. So let's stick to our example from before and make another speederbike. Remember, it's easiest to start out using QuickTools as if you're using a 2D sketching tool. So switch off perspective, hop into side view, and first of all, I'm going to sketch my outline using QuickCurve. I'm not at all concerned about how scruffy this thing ends up. I'm just trying to get to a shape that I sort of like. Now to block out the main forms with QuickShape. Before we get started with QuickShape, I know that I want this thing to be symmetrical left and right. So I'm going to change one of the QuickShape settings, the direction setting up here. I want it to be neutral. That way, since I'm looking directly flat on the side view and I'm in this W align to view mode down at the bottom of the UI, because I'm setting it to neutral, it means that any shapes that I make will be extruded evenly, both towards and away from me. They'll straddle the central axis. They won't be drawn away from me. They won't be drawn towards me. They'll be just sitting in the middle. Now, we've already looked at the lasso brush, depending on where you come from. But as I know I'm making a hard surface object, and it's all going to be made out of straight, blocky lines, a better brush actually would be this Ngon one. Let's just cycle through there. So Shift Q, cycle through, get to Ngon. Now I click and drag to start my first line, and then click to set the next point. And from then on, it's just move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, and then right click to confirm. Let's just check the thickness of this thing. Okay, now perhaps we can add a bit of interest here and chop some chunks out here and there, change the profile a bit that way. So remember, hold Ctrl as you draw and the tool will become an eraser. Maybe we could do the same from the top here as well. Time to make the engine. It'll be tubular, so I'll switch to circle brush, tap F to set the brush size. I can use the QuickCurve Sketch in side view to set the brush to around the right depth, just measure it against the sketch here. I want the engine sticking out the side of the bike, so back in front view, use this front surface of the bike as a rough guide for where this shape is going to draw. Hover over W to make that my work plane. Now Shift G, set direction to away from view. Draw the engine profile. Then back in side view, let's get that to match the sketch a bit better. Now, if I switch to the box brush, Shift Q, holding Shift, I can now slice this up into sections. Then, if I scale each piece with the Y-axis locked, so S, then Shift Y, I can quickly get the engine blocked out. Now, just to make sure that nothing strange happens the next time we try and work on these pieces, let's apply transform. So Ctrl A, apply scale and rotation. Now let's add a bit of detail to the main body. Shift Q, toggle to the box brush. F to make it nice and small. Maybe suggest a vent down here with some parallel lines. And check the direction. I want these raised off the surface, so Shift G towards view. And then alignment. All this becomes fairly automatic after a while, all this checking towards view, away from view. Alignment now, Alt W, first click position. So the box is aligned to whatever I'm drawing on. And now maybe we could have some pipes. So Alt Q, quick curve, switch back to the circle brush with Shift Q, make it nice and small. Shift G towards view, Alt W, first click align. I need to get a bit more control over this engine shape because I want to make it taper here and there. And this is where I can start voxel modeling again. Select a part, Alt Q, QuickDeform, and this time, instead of just entering a voxel resolution here, we can work in a more interactive way by selecting down here, Remesh Macro Tool. Now I get a preview of the voxel size and I can move my mouse to change the resolution. I think about 0.1 will be fine for now. Next, to deform this thing, I'll use another QuickDeform tool, Alt Q, QuickDeform. Over on the right, among the modifiers, down here is Quick Lattice. Underneath, you have these X, Y, Z division settings. For now, we're looking at the Y-axis here, so I'm going to change the Y value to 3, leave the others as they are. And so you can see here, I've got along the Y-axis 1, 2, 3 sets of handles. View, I can now deform this thing by moving the lattice points around. Once you set the voxel resolution as we did earlier with the Remesh Macro tool, QuickDeform keeps those voxel settings. So from then on, all you need to do is select an object and either use the QuickDeform Pi, then Remesh, or you can just tap Ctrl R. Just to note, I can adjust the subdivisions on each axis of this lattice tool. Down here at the bottom left, you can see Q, W, and E shortcuts. Q, move my mouse, and that will change the subdivisions on the X, and I click to confirm. Just do it again. W, move my mouse, change the subdivisions on the Y-axis, click to confirm, and so on. Also, to quickly create a lattice, you can use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-X. Now I can just mirror the whole design with the quick mirror. Pi menu, quick mirror, shortcut Ctrl-X. And once quick mirror is running, you have options. At the bottom, you can switch where you want the mirror plane to be with the shortcut V. And my cursor is right in the center of the scene, So that's the option that works for me. Then I just click on the axis that I want to mirror from. So check it out. With QuickTools, you can easily get from a sketch to a rough 3D concept in about 5 minutes. Now, I've only scratched the surface of what you can do with QuickTools. There are tons more functions and options, not to mention 2 more complete add-ons in the suite. There's Quick Texture for quickly applying materials to your designs. And a really big one is Quick Assembly, which you can use for scattering objects around your scene, growing ivy up things, cloning objects, heaps more. I'm going to be taking a look at some of these features in upcoming tutorials, but even better, I'm currently creating an in-depth QuickTools course where we'll be creating a very cool sci-fi scene. Check out these reference images that I'm currently using to give you some idea of what's in store. Thanks for watching.